There we go. Is that you? I see I got one in here. Somebody done got a bite. Damage around that pea. Could just be some damage on it. How you doing, Les? Thank you for coming in, hanging out with you. Hunting through some quarters, see if I can find any W's or anything. Can you hear me all right? I had to mute the laptop that I'm using. Just use the microphone on my phone. What's up, Jonathan? Because if I tried to do it with the one on the laptop, you guys get that what they call the train, where the fan, I guess, is somewhere near the microphone on it, and it blows rather hard. This here laptop ain't no spring chicken though, so almost cup checked myself trying to catch that quarter. That would have been kind of funny. I mean, for y'all. It's one of the worst things in the world to do to yourself. Not watching what you're doing. I was rolling up an extension cord one time. The end of it whipped around, popped me in the groin, and I wanted to throw up and beat up everybody that was laughing that saw me do it. It's one of the first things you think of when you do something like it, turn around and look, and sure enough, there's always going to be somebody watching you when you've done something goofy like that. Yeah, well, I've done it 2 or 3 times rolling up an extension cord, but just get right around the end of it, not watching what you're doing, and pop. Just cup check yourself. Now, you can obviously see, the ones that are real shiny. Those are the ones that have just come out recently. And if you wanted to be quick about it, you could actually go through and just snatch all the real shiny ones up. Yeah, Les, I'm just kind of hunting. I sit here and talk about, I just don't think I could afford to get a box of halves. And I could take and put a couple $100 in the safe at work, bring them quarters home and hunt them, take them back next day and sell them back to the safe. We just got a box in today, and I had enough on me to trade back in, and then I traded back in, and then had the store down the road needed some change the other night, so I took about $100 worth of quarters down there and sold to them. So I had that, took it back. When that box of quarters come in today, I bought up about half of it. Run out and stuck it in the car real quick. That scope is ridiculous. Apparently, the telephone guy got him one, and he said he got his father-in-law one. And I've got a couple of little loops that I'd used there for a while, and then at one point I even had 2 magnifying glasses that I would stack on top of each other, and kind of use them to get a real good look at a coin. And I moved into the little office here to do my coins and stuff, and got a couple of lights and realized it's because the living room's dark as hell is why I couldn't see nothing. Got in here and got a couple of them little desk lamps set up. I'm not as blind as I thought I was. Till I get at work, go to reading the schedule, I guess. I don't know if y'all watched that video this morning. I showed up 2 hours early, and my boss is like, well, what are you doing here? I'm like, the schedule said 11 o'clock, don't it? No. I said, yeah, 11 o'clock today, 12 o'clock tomorrow. No, the schedule said 1 o'clock. I'm blind in one eye and got double vision in the other. Les, I'm telling you, it's, as telephone guy put it is a game changer, and he wasn't lying. I got one little loop that I bought at we went to Mammoth Cave on vacation a while back. In one of the little the stores that they had there, where they had all the geodes and everything else for sale, they had just a little illuminated loop for looking at some of the coins, and that's. I started to say that was awful shiny, but that's because it's a Canadian Yahtzee. And now I got to get in my little, find a quarter to put back in that mess. I have got a, used to be, it was kind of like a Pringles can, but I guess it was made by Lay's. That thing used to have a label on it, but it's full to about there with just Canadian everything. And that 2005 got dropped in the box. Yeah, S mints, errors, W's, foreigns, silvers. I don't know if you guys have actually. I mean, one thing that, yeah, yes, it is, and it if you've got a an OTG, OTG dongle that you can actually hook a USB and then gives you the micro for plugging the power in for charging the phone and then this end of the phone. You can use that for a ton of stuff. You can actually even hook a mouse up to your phone. I use that for, I've got a tablet that I use from time to time, and that's the keyboard that I use for it. It's got the little touchpad on it and everything. And I plug it up into that USB, into that one, and into the tablet. But yeah, you can use, you plug that into your phone, plug the phone's power supply into that, and I mean, thumb drives, everything you can plug into that. I mainly got that for that Raspberry Pi that I've got because that would give me another USB plug to attach to it. I can't wait to get that Warren Pacific from Dreadpool. You know, oddly enough, on those Delaware quarters, it is, I find more of them. What's up, Billy? Running through some quarters. Oddly enough, I just about find more of the spitting horse than I do not. I mean, I've got like 5 of them. I don't know how common of a error that is, but so how's everybody been doing? You know, I'm mainly asking if y'all been behaving or not, but does, why does that say I've been live for an hour and 14 minutes? I think maybe 14 minutes. I don't know about no hour and 14 minutes. Why don't you ever restart your computer? Because shite tends to go sideways. You heading to bed, Billy? Yeah, over here for some reason or another, my little clock says an hour and 15 minutes. No, not that long, ain't. Philadelphia Bat, Philadelphia Bay. It usually never fails. I get a bunch of these quarters and everything, start going through them. It'll be the last like 3 rolls I find anything in, and it don't matter which direction I go in. Like the rest of them got to be touched before I can find stuff. Had to work till 10. Well, I was there till probably about 10:15. So it's kind of late getting this in motion. I got to be at work at noon tomorrow, so I figured I'd go ahead and at least try to put something up somewhat entertaining. Yeah, my boss was like, well, you could probably just hang out for a couple hours till you could clock in. I'm like, right, I live like 8 minutes from here. I'll be back. Because you could just hang out 5 minutes later, turns into, well, do this and go ahead and do that. No, I got all of it to do anyway. I'll just come back at 1. And I like my job. I enjoy most of the people I work with. A couple of them make me want to wrench the life out of them. Later, Les. Thank you for coming in, bud. Um, some of the ones that you mean like completely buffering out, Billy, where you got the little swirly thing on the screen? Or are you talking about just how the chat seems to be about 30 seconds behind? Because some of the streams, uh, they use StreamYard, and with all of those, all the buffering thing, yeah. That one I'm not too sure about. I noticed it quite a bit on, so I've usually got the issue with it on Peggy Hunts Everything and Stormin. And there was another one that usually gets, has an issue with the buffering and everything. I can't remember who it is right offhand. But yeah, I've noticed that as well. And I think, we're just one step under having the internet or the business connection on the internet here at the house. So. Yeah, so she said we got the max. Back in the day, I remember that, like when you'd be using one of the sharing networks or whatever, you'd find a song or something on there that I liked, and I'd hunt up like 3 songs. You hunt up about 3 songs and get them started, and then it'd take all night for them 3 to download. What's up, Fox Run? I used to play first person shooter games. I'd have to stay in like little bitty rooms, only like 8 people. But used to play them on dial up. Was pretty good at it. I tried to go in a room that had any more than like 8, 4 on each team in it, and that was not happening. 9 times out of 10, I didn't even see who was shooting me. It's way past telephone guy's bedtime. I figured if I'd had a chance to get it started a little bit earlier, I might have seen him on here, but he's got to be at work a little earlier than I do in the morning. And D-Dub, he's in that loader. I'd have to take me a pillow for that thing if I wasn't moving it constantly, because you got that alarm clock sitting right there next to you. If they need you, they're going to scream into that box. It's going to scare the hell out of you. You can just sit out there and damn near nap all you want. Yeah, had quite a busy day today, but I like it that way. It don't take long to. Sir, are are you still asking about them notes? I was telling my wife about that. And she was like, "Well, if you don't need to sell them, then I mean, it's a collection. Why would you sell them?" It almost looks like he's got a mask on. The cat on the back of the bicentennial got a COVID mask on. So far, 5 rows in, and I don't know all the errors to look for. I am sure that I've probably blown past something. Mad I was still on the corner. Was I prostituting myself or something? I drank a little bit last night. I'm not sure what I might have been talking about. Yeah, there's a dye chip on the San Antonio missions I know of. Found well, that's a 2019. You said 2020. It's was it Southern Metal had a no, it wasn't Southern Metal. It was Nerd Analyst had a bat that. Speaking of a dye chip, well, that one's rounded. Let's stick that one to the side. I had to pull me a bunch of quarters out and just lay them up here so I have them to Yeah. Said one of the bats that he found right up here between the ear and the wing on both sides, it was it almost looked like it had been like there was a little bit of sand between the die and the coin when it was struck. Just a really rough texture up through there, kind of like a shadow or a halo. I've got the 2021 Red Book, and it does fine as far as showing you mintages, and but it doesn't show you anything about errors or any of that mess. And I've okay, change. I gotta get some rolls, I guess. And well, I say that, but hey, did I put one back in there last? I took that one out. I don't know if I put one back. So everybody have a fairly uneventful day. I mean, seems like it's always best when they ain't really excited. Man, I didn't mean to, Fox. I thought we was just having show and tell, and then everybody's like, "Do you want to sell that one?" And I'm like, I don't. I mean, I guess I could check on the prices and stuff and everything, but it must have flipped down there a while back. Only aggravating part about them. Oh no, wait, I did. I put that W in there, or that bat. I got uh, I got one from Dreadpool the other night. Should be en route. That it was a 2019 War in the Pacific, and I've needed. Haven't been able to find any of those W's, but I mean, I've been fairly lucky on finding 2020s. Altogether, I've got 50. I already know I can't give Fox Run Forge my address. How you want to sell them? Um, hold on. I made a grilled cheese a few minutes ago, and
It took a minute to get back.
yeah. Smoke alarm in here. I tried to tell him you ain't supposed to use them like timers. False alarm, false alarm. Well, I mean, it wasn't a false one, it was smoke. But I don't know. It's not near as bad. Yeah, I didn't realize that one was sitting straight out the door there. Well, then I ain't gonna give you one, Fox Run, because I don't want you to leave. Thomas, how are you doing, sir? It's not too bad. Has everybody been behaving? Uh-oh. Here you go. Y'all see who just popped up, right? I'll make sure I unmuted them. Okay, I did. It just, that tunnel just amazes me. Has it got some doubling on the flowers? Anybody else see that? Right. Another one here. I'll check it too. Oh, oh, it does too. What you up to, Xander? That's who I was talking about. Y'all better behave. It's here. I think I made her a mod. Uh-oh. Xander the banner. Yeah. I didn't realize this. It'd do me a good to be hunting through that stuff. Wish I could. I can't change the settings in here and turn that light on. And it should actually Usually up just a little bit higher. That does help. It's like I'll put y'all up at the big kids table now, wouldn't it? Not yet. I found a couple of them dye chips. Philly and a Philly. Oh, just some scratches. The little microscope sure does make it a whole lot easier. And I was watching. I'll do it real slow. Thank you, Billy. Behave yourself. I noticed that Penny Dog had her 18 and over stream tonight, and that was kind of funny. It's always fun to sit and watch Brutus's mom gradually fall into intoxication. That one looks awful thick. With 2 C's. But it wasn't nothing. Yeah, no, I keep looking at these because I haven't saw something here a while back where there's supposed to be like an extra, what looks like an extra branch in there. I believe that I will always possess the ability to misbehave in some way, shape, or form. It's not that, I feel I need to be told. Just maybe if I remind y'all, y'all remind me. We're drinking just a little bit. Enough to where I can keep talking. I'm gonna eat a tater chip. Not too bad. I could not believe how many 82s and 83s I was finding and everything. And according to the Red Book, they're pretty expensive. I was holding on to all of them. And then I got to reading as to why they were so expensive, and it's really hard to find one in good condition from what somebody was telling me. They didn't run any mint sets that year or something. So it's really hard to find them in good condition. So just like that one right there. All I really have was a bunch of quarters. Their analyst was showing something on one of those the other night, and I didn't quite get what he was saying. I kind of feel like I understand what Rob and him's always talking about. If you leave the camera, oof, I hiccuped a little bit. If you leave the camera on, you're gonna find nothing. Luke, how are you, bud? It's too bad we can't drive over by telephone guy's house, throw rocks at the windows and stuff. Well, I've seen inside his gun cabinet. That's probably not the best idea that I've ever had. See, sometimes it's best to have a moment to reconsider. He don't live real close, so like I'd have to quit drinking somewhere along the lines, and reality would set in. I'd go, I probably ought to rethink this. Good to hear, man. I got a dog in the background. I'm gonna start whining. I'm gonna throw something at her. Probably not quarters. I got a couple of die chips so far, Luke. I haven't really. Well, this is the 8th roll into it. Oh, she gave me one chip. Now she's sneaking off in the other room with the whole damn bag. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I was looking at coin. Now I'm in trouble. She's gonna come back in and hit me with it. Yeah, I'm gonna take the bag. Well, I'm gonna ask you to take the bag from me. Put it down because I couldn't let go. Oh, all right. So I might munch from time to time if y'all don't mind. Not a very bad one. I was hoping I could hit a couple of them rolls like I got, from that last box. Be like, ooh, look, I found a W. But no. I think they're going to be greedy and hold out on me while I got witnesses. No, mama. I will see you in just a few. Yeah, I've been running wide open most of the day and didn't eat much. Kind of need me a little something to snack on because if I don't, my gut will be on fire. Another one in the Pacific is in Philadelphia. I just mashed the ends back down on them after I put them back in there. Take them right back, put them in the chain safe at work. I've actually got a piece of a box sitting inside the safe that's not loaded in the cartridges that I'll bring these back tomorrow, put them back in the safe, and then take more out of that box and bring home to hunt through. It's a vicious cycle. So we had a bad ender. Let's check and see what it was. A filly. I found a lot of the extra claw ones. I think I got like 5 or 6 of those. Not really a, I guess, very common one. But it does seem like I run across quite a few of them. River no return. There's a weir. I haven't seen one of those yet, but it was a Denver. Some of these newer coins have just got amazing artwork on them. Can you imagine the time and effort it took to sit down and make that? Yeah, I can. I mean, I guess around bonus time, if I wanted to set that much aside, I could get a box of halves delivered, but then I'd have the headache of trying to figure out how to get rid of them. We don't use halves at work, so I couldn't load them into the machines. And it'd be kind of hard to pass off $1,000 back into change. Hopefully I'd find enough that they wouldn't be getting near that many back, though. Get you a box like the telephone guy got them customer wrap rolls. $30 to have $27 worth of it be silver. That would be that'd be time to break out the kiln. Got a night dollar at work today, 71. I don't have a lot of them. I probably got 10 or 12. Pretty good shape. Get around there. I hate when they don't want to fold up right. There we go. And then it was like 2012. Supposed to be the end of the world and all that. I probably waited way too late to do this, but I really wasn't expecting to see a whole lot of people. I mean, it is rather late. And a weeknight. And not everybody's manic depressive like me. Big shiny Denver there. What's that one? We taking bets? Take it easy, Luke. Thank you for popping in, bud. Every little bit of, you know, interaction and watch hours and all that other mess. I don't expect this to turn into anything big anytime soon. This is just me, you know, sharing me. I do rather enjoy the fact that y'all get a kick out of half my goofy ass ramblings. I have a whole lot of fun with that. Extra claw. I said, did I even grab a quarter? Bunch of nickels. Oh, Xander, this wasn't really something I had planned. I just, when that box of quarters came in today, I figured I could grab it up. I mean, I could always just take and set a, oh, it's not a preview or whatever you want to call it. Two 2002 is in ridiculously good shape. I mean, it's a Denver, but I mean, there's barely a mark on it. The birthplace of aviation pioneers, Ohio, 1803. Is that the is that the first suit they used with Kitty Hawk when they was flying, whatever they called that thing? I don't understand where the spaceman comes into play at. That's a little confusing to me. I haven't seen you in about, I don't know, I'm going to say almost 2 weeks there, Xander. There is a couple of the community that I have recently unsubbed for. We'll just say I had a bit of unsavory actions in my. Whoa, that's a bad one. See that one? I don't think I have found one that bad ever before. That one's so bad, I'm going to throw one of them other ones back. No, it was in the middle. Or are you talking about that die chip? Yeah, that's a good one there. I watched Pammy Jones fight and fight and fight, trying to figure out how to get two cameras to work using, I think it was Streamlabs. And this was, this is my phone. Where's the camera? Hey, this one here, this is my phone. The other one's a laptop. There was no fight to it. Seems awful deep there, but nope, it's a Philadelphia bat. And Denver. And there's just some of these coins that are in ridiculously good shape. If I was filling a book, I'd be going back, holding on to a bunch of them. That real nice shiny one on the end there was a Weir Farm. I'm rather impressed with how simple it was. If I could figure it, I don't know why everybody else got a problem. Pocket change. So, what have you been up to, Zan? Like I said, I haven't seen you. Of course, like I said, that could be my fault as well. You gonna come up here and hang out? What's up, Yasmin? Yeah, I'm actually I switch back and forth. I'm 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. on some days, and for a couple of days, and then I'm off for a couple of days, and then when I go back, I am 12 to 10. I kind of switch back and forth. Hunting quotas. I'd like to find a big, nice silver one. That wasn't a Canadian. There we go. I got a couple that time. Punch the camera stand again. Like a little bit of an older one. 82. Yeah. Well, you ain't got to spend no money. Come hang out. Nope. I just cannot get over that one. Oh, Philly River. Come on. Just one W. So I got proof. I tell everybody I find them all the time. We coming up on, no, we are at roll number 10. This is roll number 11. And ain't found no W's yet. That one's got some weird shit on it. I've thought about eBay. Denver. Need to, yeah, I guess I need to sit down and look. And I don't know if self-appraise would be the proper word, but look through all my stuff, see what it kind of, what they've sold for on eBay, and just kind of get a general idea of what kind of value I have in it. Luckily, I have not gotten to, well, luckily is not the word I should have used. I have not gotten big enough to run into that problem yet. You know, I hadn't really thought about Discord. I was trying to figure out if I could find somebody that might want to trade a pile of W's for one of those big 5-ounce bats. And I had somebody tell me that oh, well, you'll have to figure out how many of them it takes to be worth $500. And I'm like, what do I have $500 for? I think I got like maybe a $50 premium on it. Silver's roughly 27 an ounce right now, I believe. I haven't looked since, earlier, but do I work on Sundays? Yeah. Yep, I am at the store at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. We got a weir here on the bottom. Is it? Nope. Somebody else popped in. We're in here just chilling, looking at some quarters. If I can remember to share the view of it with y'all. So far, we found some Canadians and a die chip. Denver bats. States biggins. Found, not what I would call quite a few of the S-mints here lately, but I have run across, several. As far as quarters for, I think I got a couple of 2003s. I want to say, I think a 2008. Hmm. Yeah, because I'm sitting on like I said, about 50 bats or 50 W's. I think I've got a sub Mama T. I've heard everybody talk about that one, but I don't think I have actually ever met that individual. What are you drinking tonight, Anna? Dr. Pepper. That's for lightweights. I actually drink Dr. Pepper too. They changed up which company we get our CO2 from at work, and what they have brought in, it don't taste very good. There's something off about the CO2. We don't sell as many of them as we used to. I like how this thing can pick up that I'm talking. It keeps every time I start speaking, it flashes up on the screen. Your mic is muted. Everybody keeps trying. Hey, have you tried the new Mountain Dew? I don't drink Mountain Dew. And I got that new Mountain Dew out. What's it taste like? I don't know. I don't drink Mountain Dew. Come home a while ago. My daughter's trying to give me, here, take a shot of this mystery flavor Mountain Dew. I don't drink Mountain Dew. Yeah, my store has fountain drinks, and we changed companies that we get our CO2 from, which is used for carbonating and cooling the beverages. And I've had too many people say that it changed the flavor of it, and they don't like it anymore in there. And we have sold a lot less. Yay, no Canadians. Well, I didn't mean for that to sound the way that did. I'm just glad I didn't have none of the quarter. Man, and then I'm half blind, looking underneath a dark desk. Got one of them old chairs that almost run over two toes with. Yeah. Yeah, everything's got its own twang to it. And I don't like it. Okay. I don't see anything about it. You see how it was fighting me? Didn't want to go in the roll. Thought it was trying to show me something. No doubling in the trees. The machines that we have at work, I can actually adjust the ones at any other store, but this one, they're computerized. You got to have the tech come in to change any of that stuff around. If you try to go in and manually change any of it, the computer just adjusts everything for it. See what I mean? Extra claw. And it's really weird. It's got a real weird taste to it. And it causes me gas, something horrendous. Now, that part sounds bad, but if you think I am above doing a drive-by on somebody at work, I have made one boss chase me down. I had one boss one time that she did not understand what I meant when I said, "Do not walk near me," and then gagged. And I was like, "What did I just say?" Actually, my stomach was so tore up. I had got one of those big cup of noodles, and I guess this thing was made of beef hearts or something. I don't know, but it was rough. It tasted, I mean, phenomenal. But within about a half hour or so, see what I mean? Another extra claw. Within about a half hour, I mean, it felt like somebody had me by the guts, just big fistful of them twisting. So I pick up a case of bleach. We got the truck coming in. I pick up a case of bleach and start walking towards the back end of the warehouse with it. When I get back there, I have a pain that hits me that almost drops me to my knees. And I broke wind. And when I did, I swear I have no clue what could have been in that would have made my ass smell that way. But it was rough. I mean, it was hot too. So I get all the way back down at the other end of the warehouse where the truck's at. Move a few cases around and everything, go to grab another one. And when I do, well, this pain hits me again. And I ain't got no time to get to the other end of the warehouse. So I walk over by the door that separated the warehouse from the store. Nobody was coming over there. And I let go. And I'm talking about it was one of those that about made my knees buckle when I did. And the smell was just ungodly. And about the time I let go of it, my boss opened that door and went to walk through it, coming into the warehouse. And I went, "Don't talk, don't breathe, don't say shit, just move." And she went, "Why? Oh my God." Like I had slapped her just straight in the face. And come around the corner a few minutes later, and I was like, "I bet next time you listen to what I tell you, don't you? You ain't the smartest one in the room all the time." I could be standing a quarter mile away from her, and she's walking towards me. If I shook my head, she would turn and go the other way. And she jumped back like I'd slapped her when I. Few new ones. Philadelphia, Denver, Philadelphia, Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm gonna do that the whole time. You'll probably be mad by the end of it, wouldn't you? Philadelphia, bet. I just wonder. I think they're holding out on me or something. Watch, this whole box ain't gonna have about 2 in it. And they're all back at the store. I didn't even get them out of the box. Yeah, Xander, I don't know if you have been around to hear me talk about it, but there's a couple of the people in the community that I can just kind of, one of them, you go into his streams and everything, and there's so many people in there that you can't hardly get a word in edgewise. And chat's moving by so quick you can't even hardly read it. And they're coming up on 100,000 subscribers. I kind of feel like they're fine without me being there. I'm not mad about any of it, but I think I need to kind of focus on the little guys in our actual community here than hanging out and not here hanging out. But what's up, Kayla? I knew you're gonna find me. I was trying to leave breadcrumbs. I'm about to get whipped by a potato chip bag. I can't get my hand back out of it. Did Kayla bring us any luck? What do you mean play too much? Well, I really don't know how not to. So you only get to see me on here every once in a while. Imagine how my boss and my wife feel. And like I said, don't think there's any difference. Congrats, Darzana. Face to face, I'm the same asshole that I am on here. I don't know how any other way to be. We've got a have people that come in at work and go, "Hey, are y'all hiring here?" And I go, "Yeah, but I'm hard to work for." As long as you keep that in mind, I'm an asshole. I have expectations. Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, I will sugarcoat stuff from time to time, and I might embellish it a bit. 9 times out of 10, that's just for humor or to keep somebody from being hurt and upset. But I do enjoy just giving people, for some reason or another, just giving people help. Anytime somebody comes in the store being a smart ass, I mean, I am just all too happy to, I'll get you over here. Dad come in one day and said, "I want you to turn that pump on out there." And I went, "How about no?" Well, what do I need to do? So you turn the pump on. That's what I've tried to. That's what I've tried to say many a time. Got to work on your delivery. You can either work on your delivery or your self-defense. What'd you send me, Kayla? Oh, and then we had another one here in the community lately that I just recently stepped away from. I just kind of feel as though I knew who you were talking to, but I had to chime in. I just kind of get the feeling that this individual was, you got to have a cap to your donations as far as, this many people doing this. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but if I'm, expecting to make just so much money off of, I'm not going to sit there and just keep taking somebody's money after I have more than trip double my original profit. And I watched one of the guys in the community the other day just basically, instead of you going, okay, well, instead of this person going, we're gonna call that good on that. You've donated enough. You did this for everybody. Not only does that cover my cost, gives me this much profit, I'm good. There's no reason in you paying any more money. Everybody's ready to go. And somebody else pointed out, because apparently I missed part of the number, but apparently the individual donated almost $1,000 so that everybody in chat could have a shot. And I think cost was like maybe $300 for the individual hosting the stream, maybe $350. Yeah. And there was another person in the community that called this individual out a few days back, and I really hadn't paid a whole lot of attention to it until, that happened. And then I realized what the guy was talking about. And I'm not sure if this individual has like a loan shark he's trying to pay off or what, but, I'm not trying to help with that. These potato chips are horrible. No, these are, them was some rough sons of bitches. I just kind of went ahead and ate them to power through them. You know what I need? What I mean? And you'd think that they would notice that. They would notice that since they started swapping everything around and changing everything up, that everybody has kind of died off from donating to them. they don't. And it just really bothers me that, you know, they want to use the term community as they're, you know, basically just robbing everybody in it. Said community. You ever had those Baconator Pringles Foxhorn Ford? I've had a Baconator before, and it don't taste like that. Them things were gross. But it was like, just eat them. Just eat them. Just shut up and eat them. No. Just shut up and eat them again. My daughter bought 2 cans of them, thinking it'd be cool to, you know, bring home, kind of have a little bit to snack on. She ate about 3 of them bastards and put them back in the other room for me. I'm sitting there with a munchie so bad that I cannot resist but to tie into one of these. And I swear they were horrible. I mean, there was so many different things that we compared them to. And a lot of them, I'm not too badly mistaken, had to do with butt stuff. I'd at least like to see a W. At least there wasn't another Canadian in there. It's kind of odd. Somebody said something the other night they were hunting for W's Salt River Bay, and they were showing uncirculated rolls of Salt River Bay and talking about going through them. Well, I got a box of uncirculated 2020s here a while back, and there was no W's in that box. The only time that I have found W's have been in circulated boxes. Boo. Yeah, I'm in a fairly good position for hunting coins and currency. I'll get that Ike dollar out here in a second and show you. Yeah, them bacon out of Pringles is bad. I think my daughter got them just to see as a prank if I'd eat them. And then I did eat them like an act of defiance. Five more rolls to go. What's up, 805? I've give a ton of W's away. I think I've give like 5 or 6. Lego. You have to give away 5 or 6. I still got about right at 50. Sorry, I was listening to the cat in the other room. My daughter has seizures, and any kind of an odd noise like that in the background, I get dead still so that I can make sure exactly what it is before I go tearing through the house to get to her. And it was the cat. You been behaving today, 805? You really don't have to. It's a rhetorical question. I know you ain't been. What did Xander get all quiet for? She was in here yelling at everybody. I know why Kayla's quiet. She's over there plotting on how she can kidnap me. Good luck, Xander. Don't get all of it. Leave some for everybody else. It's always nice to see any of you guys. Them's the ones. The last four. Or 85. Look, it was an 85. Now she's worried that one of us is peeking in the window because we hit the nail on the head. Oh, I bet it was in 1979. Are we taking another safety break? Safety break there. Luke. So I was going to build me I was going to build me a little computer out of a Raspberry Pi 4, and you can get one of these things with 8 GB of RAM. And I was watching somebody talking last night about setting one of them up. I've actually got one, and I'm like, well, how about if I was to just use that as a streaming platform? And one of the guys, ETA Prime, I don't know if I've ever mentioned his name or not, but if you have any kind of electronics things, gaming, emulation, computer, any of that, you pretty much go to his channel and find out. And he said, the Pi 4 is an extremely awesome little platform as long as you're not trying to do anything other than emulation or desktoping. I'm like, well, never mind. So then I run across another guy, and he's talking about how easy it is to stream using the Raspberry Pi. He's got a camera and all that other stuff. I mean, it was a neat looking little camera. I'm just going to have a little bit of gaffer tape holding it to the Pi board and had it on a tripod. It had amazing footage. Problem with it was there is not just a start stream or stop stream. With the Raspberry Pi, you have to code that in, and the code that you will be typing in is going to have everything in it from the size of the screen or the size of its recording, resolution, something else. Anyway, you got to type all of that shit in by code. And as much as I would like to have one of those Pi 4s just to see what all I can do with it, I've got a Pi 3B Plus that I barely pay attention to now. I use it every once in a while as a backup for watching stuff if I'm streaming on this laptop here. Then I might have to change it around a little bit. I yawned and it reset everything. I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Napalm OG, huh? I'm just devastated. I'm not. That's a badass tie chip. Got about the rest of this one and 2 more rolls to go, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. Been up since fairly early this morning. See, there's another one. Extra claw. No, not yet. This box ain't looking too promising there, Luke. Well, that was funny. Just as soon as I said it. It's a river of no return. But it is a W. Oh, you talking about at San Antonio? Yeah, see the die chip in it there? Somebody brought some luck in with them. No higher low leaf. See, and I should have started with that row. The third one from the end. I got quite a few of the river and no returns. I think like 7 or 8. Oh, I'm gonna jinx myself on it right now and say, well, watch these last 2 rows just be loaded. Like, watch me have to dig more change out. Found more than one. Yeah, like, I'm gonna go through the extra claws down there and see which ones actually look the best, and probably gonna toss quite a few of them back. Your stickers? Are we talking like scratch and sniff? Night, Kayla. Stalk you after a while. See you after a while. $8.05. Behave yourself. Night, Miss Kayla. Are you gonna behave till next time? You know they'll call and tell me, right? That was loud. We're down to the last roll there. You want to open it or you want me to? Well, since you want to answer me, I guess I'm going to open it. Didn't you already get I thought, yeah, Luke, didn't you win one of the W's from me here not too long ago? Oh, man, that one was heavy. Thought there's another Canadian hiding in there. Nothing, 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 one thing. That's what I mean. I should have started from the other end. And guys, I don't know if you all ever get to be a chance to be hunting these or anything, but a lot of people just look for that privy mark, and you do not want to, just be looking for the privy mark. Yeah, I believe you won one of the W's off me for the 100 likes, or 100 likes, 100 subscribers. Down to the last 7. Weird thorns, no. River no return, hell no. No, 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 and damn it. Well, now I got to put them all back in the box so I can take this. I can't even remember what it was I sent you. And we're going to go ahead and put this fella away. I have clicked on the phone, and clicked on the phone, and clicked on the phone, and I just tried to click, just tried to touch the TV to unmute my microphone for this camera. Sometimes I wonder. Well, guys, that's all I had for tonight. I just wanted to, kind of share going through all them portals. We did find the 1W. And pretty good die chip. So I got just 4 of the extra claws there. Yawning, boy. When I yawn, my eyes water and it looks like I didn't cry. It's so sad. I've been up since about 7 this morning, so I do believe that I am finna call it a night. And I thank you guys very much for coming and hanging out. Keeping me company while I dig through them. I got some more up. I don't know if I'm gonna do them tomorrow night or not. I got more to get from work. Yeah, I work till like 10 o'clock tomorrow, so. You got that little bundle pack. Okay. I was wondering where those went. That's why I probably shouldn't drink and do this. Shoot me an email back. We'll work something out. I'm glad you get to hang out with me too, Zane. Luke and everybody else. But I'm finna go in here and snuggle up to the wife and hope she don't throw an elbow or something because, it's me and not her boyfriend. And first off, it's like having the sun in your left eye for all day. Love y'all. Try to behave. Make an attempt at it. I don't expect you to be perfect. Heartburn to some. But love you guys. Thank you. See y'all after a while. And I can't never get this shit right. I clicked the leave studio. I clicked the end broadcast. There's too many buttons. Alright, later. Almost. Maybe now.